Imagine a wall so long it could wrap around half the planet, a tower so tall it scrapes the heavens, or an ancient city carved into a mountain by a civilization long lost to history. Humans have created some of the most astonishing wonders on Earth, and today, we're taking you on a journey to explore the top 23 most incredible man-made wonders of the world. But before we begin, if you love travel, history, and jaw-dropping destinations, hit that like button and subscribe to Voyago so you never miss an adventure. Now, let's kick things off with our first breathtaking wonder. This isn't just a wall. It's the longest man-made structure in the world, stretching over 13,000 miles. That's halfway around Earth. Originally built to keep invaders out, today, it attracts millions of visitors. But here's a reality check. You can't actually see it from space with the naked eye. That's just a myth. And walking the wall, it's not as easy as it looks. Some sections are steep enough to make your legs beg for mercy. Pro tip: skip the crowded Badaling section and head to Jiankou or Muxianyu for a more peaceful, Instagram-worthy experience. The only surviving wonder of the ancient world, these pyramids have stood tall for over 4,500 years. They were built using 2.3 million stone blocks, some heavier than a fully loaded truck. Here's the mystery. How did they build them without modern machinery? Some theories say giant ramps, pulleys, or even aliens, yes, really. But what's even wilder? The Great Pyramid was once covered in smooth white limestone, making it shine like a giant beacon in the desert. Traveler's tip: go early in the morning or at sunset to avoid the heat and hustlers selling authentic pyramid stones. This ancient Incan city, perched nearly 8,000 feet above sea level, was completely hidden from the outside world until 1911. Some say it was a royal estate, others believe it was a sacred religious site. But here's the crazy part. The Incas built it without using the wheel. Imagine carrying massive stones up a mountain just to build a city. Planning a visit? The classic Inca Trail hike takes 4 days, but if that's too intense, take the scenic train ride to get there in comfort. When Gustave Eiffel built this iron giant in 1889, Parisians hated it, calling it an ugly monstrosity. But today, it's one of the most visited monuments in the world. Here's a fun fact. The Eiffel Tower actually grows taller in summer by about 6 inches. Because metal expands in the heat. Visiting tip: the best view of the tower isn't from underneath. It's from Trocadero Gardens or even Montparnasse Tower. Once the ultimate battleground, this arena could hold 50,000 bloodthirsty spectators cheering for gladiators, exotic animal hunts, and even mock sea battles. Yes, they flooded it with water. But here's the dark side. Many fighters were actually slaves forced into brutal combat. For a unique experience, visit at night. It's quieter and has an almost haunting atmosphere. A city literally carved into cliffs, Petra was a wealthy trading hub over 2,000 years ago. But for centuries, it was forgotten, hidden away in the Jordanian desert. The most famous site? The Treasury. But despite its name, it's not a treasure vault. It was actually a royal tomb. Visiting hack. Try the Petra by night tour, where thousands of candles light up the ancient city. Built as a monument of love, the Taj Mahal was commissioned by Emperor Shah Jahan in memory of his wife. But here's a sad twist. After its completion, he was imprisoned by his own son and could only view it from afar until his death. Pro tip: visit at sunrise to see the marble glow pink and avoid the massive crowds. This 98-foot-tall statue watches over Rio de Janeiro, attracting millions of visitors yearly. But here's the funny part. Lightning strikes it multiple times a year, and in 2014, it even lost a finger. Travel warning. The weather can be unpredictable, so check the forecast. Otherwise, you might climb all the way up only to see clouds. Hidden deep in the Cambodian jungle lies the largest religious monument in the world, Angkor Wat. Built in the 12th century, this ancient temple complex was originally dedicated to the Hindu god Vishnu, but later transformed into a Buddhist sanctuary. Here's a mind-blowing fact. The entire structure is aligned with the stars, and on certain days, the sun rises perfectly over the main temple towers. Coincidence? Maybe. But the intricate carvings, massive moat, and sheer scale of Angkor what make it feel almost otherworldly. Visiting tip: if you want that famous sunrise shot, Arrive by 5 a.m., but be warned, you won't be the only one. If you want fewer crowds, explore the lesser-known temples like Top Rome, where tree roots literally swallow the ruins like something out of an adventure movie. Standing tall in New York Harbor, the Statue of Liberty is more than just a symbol of freedom. It's an engineering marvel. A gift from France in 1886, this 151-foot-tall statue had to be shipped in 350 separate pieces and then reassembled like the world's most complicated Lego set. But here's something most people don't know. Lady Liberty wasn't always green. When it was first built, the copper statue was shiny brown. Over time, oxidation turned it into the iconic green color we see today. Pro tip: want the best view? Skip the crowded ferry and take a boat tour around the island for incredible photos without the long lines. Now, let's talk about the tallest building on Earth, the Burj Khalifa. Standing at 2,717 feet, that's twice the height of the Empire State Building. This modern marvel took 6 years to build and required more than 110,000 tons of concrete. And get this, the Burj Khalifa sways in the wind. To prevent it from being knocked over by strong gusts, engineers designed it in a spiral pattern, breaking up wind currents. Oh, and if you think New Year's Eve fireworks are impressive where you live, wait until you see the Burj Khalifa turn into a literal LED screen, displaying an entire light show across its surface. Travel hack. The best time to visit the observation deck? Right before sunset. That way, you get to see Dubai in daylight, watch the sun dip below the horizon, and witness the city come alive with lights, all in one visit. Next up, an architectural icon that's as stunning as it is unique. The Sydney Opera House. With its sails-like design, this masterpiece took 14 years to build and was originally estimated to cost $7 million. The final price? $102 million. Yep, just a tiny budget overrun. But what makes it so special? Its roof. Those curved sails are actually over 1 million Swedish tiles, designed to self-clean when it rains. And here's a fun fact. Despite being called an opera house, only 20% of performances are actually operas. The rest? Everything from rock concerts to stand-up comedy. Visiting tip: you don't need to book a show to go inside. Take a guided backstage tour for an exclusive look at the halls and maybe even catch a rehearsal in action. Let's head to Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula, where the ancient Maya civilization built Chichen Itza, home to the legendary El Castillo Pyramid. Now, here's something straight out of a sci-fi movie. Twice a year, during the spring and fall equinox, the sun hits the pyramid at just the right angle to create the illusion of a giant snake slithering down the steps. And if that wasn't impressive enough, this site also has one of the largest ancient ball courts in the world, where the Maya played a brutal game that sometimes ended with human sacrifices. Pro tip: clapping in front of El Castillo creates a sound that mimics a quetzal bird's call. Try it next time you visit. Ever wondered where Disney got the inspiration for Cinderella's castle? Look no further than Neuschwanstein Castle in Bavaria, Germany. Commissioned by King Ludwig II in the 19th century, this fairy tale fortress looks like something straight out of a storybook, because that's exactly what Ludwig wanted. He was obsessed with fantasy and built the castle as his dream retreat. But here's the tragic part: he never got to see it completed. Ludwig was mysteriously found dead in a nearby lake before construction was finished, adding a dark twist to this magical landmark. Pro tip: visit in autumn for breathtaking fall colors, or in winter, when the castle looks like something out of Frozen. Perched atop the Acropolis in Athens, the Parthenon has been standing tall for over 2,400 years. That's older than the Roman Colosseum by nearly 500 years. Built as a temple for Athena, the Greek goddess of wisdom and war, this iconic structure survived wars, earthquakes, and even an explosion in the 1600s when it was used as a gunpowder storage by the Ottomans. Spoiler alert, it didn't go well. Even though it's now partially in ruins, the Parthenon remains the ultimate symbol of classical Greece and has influenced buildings worldwide, from museums to government halls. Pro tip: visit early in the morning or late afternoon to avoid the blazing midday sun and tourist rush. Plus, the views of Athens from the top are simply legendary. America's most famous mountainside sculpture is more than just 4 giant faces carved into rock. It's a symbol of democracy and perseverance. George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln were all chiseled into the Black Hills of South Dakota. But did you know the original plan was to carve their full bodies? Yeah, budget cuts stopped that idea real quick. And here's something straight out of a spy movie. Hidden behind Lincoln's head is a secret chamber known as the Hall of Records, containing important American documents in case of future disasters. Must-see moment. Go at night when the monument is dramatically illuminated against the dark sky. It's a completely different experience. Forget castles and cathedrals. This wonder isn't about beauty. It's about engineering genius. Welcome to the Panama Canal, a feat so ambitious that it literally reshaped the world's trade routes. Completed in 1914, this 50-mile-long waterway connects the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, saving ships a grueling 8,000-mile detour around South America. But here's what they don't teach in school. Building it took over 30 years, cost thousands of lives, and was considered one of the deadliest construction projects ever. Malaria, landslides, and explosions made this one of history's most challenging undertakings. Today, the canal still moves over 14,000 ships a year, proving that sometimes the most impressive wonders aren't just about beauty, but about pure human determination. Few places on Earth are as mysterious as Easter Island, home to the legendary Moai statues. These giant stone figures stand tall along the coast, staring out at the Pacific Ocean like silent guardians. Carved by the Rapa Nui people over 800 years ago, some of these statues weigh over 80 tons. Yet no one knows exactly how they were moved across the island. One mind-blowing theory? They were walked upright using ropes. Sounds insane, right? But some scientists have actually recreated the process, and it might just be true. Fun fact: most people think the Moai are just heads, but they actually have full bodies buried underground. Yep, their massive torsos are hidden beneath the earth, making them even bigger than they appear. Imagine a building so unique that it's literally made of mud and still standing strong for over 700 years. Welcome to the Great Mosque of Jen, the largest mud brick structure in the world. Located in Mali, West Africa, this stunning mosque was built in 1907, but its design follows centuries-old traditions dating back to the 13th century. What makes it even more fascinating? It has to be completely replastered with fresh mud every single year. That's right. Thousands of villagers come together in a festival-like event to restore the walls, using nothing but bare hands and wooden ladders. Fun fact: the mosque's palmwood scaffolding isn't just for decoration. It's permanently built into the structure, making future repairs easier. Visiting Jen is like stepping into a living piece of history, where ancient traditions still shape the skyline. This next wonder isn't built. It's carved right into a mountain. Meet the Les Han Giant Buddha, the largest stone Buddha in the world, standing a whopping 233 feet, 71 meters tall. Carved into a cliffside over 1,200 years ago, this masterpiece was designed to calm the turbulent waters of 3 merging rivers below. Here's the wild part. The builders actually engineered a drainage system inside the statue to prevent erosion. That's next-level ancient innovation. But despite its genius design, modern pollution is taking a toll on this giant. Authorities are now racing to protect it before it's permanently damaged. Must-see moment. Take a boat ride along the Min River for the best view. You'll truly grasp the scale of this breathtaking wonder. If Hogwarts had a real-world twin, this would be it. Rising dramatically from the sea, Mont Saint-Michel is a medieval fortress-turned abbey that looks straight out of a fantasy novel. Located off the coast of Normandy, France, this island sanctuary dates back to the 8th century and has been a pilgrimage site, military stronghold, and monastery over the centuries. Here's the magic. Mont Saint-Michel transforms with the tide. At high tide, it's completely surrounded by water, and at low tide, you can walk across the seabed to reach it. But be careful. The tides here are some of the fastest in the world. Pro tip: visit at sunset when the golden light makes this place look absolutely otherworldly. Now, let's switch gears, literally, because this next wonder is basically a Ferris wheel for boats. Meet the Falkirk Wheel, a revolutionary rotating boat lift in Scotland that connects two canals with a 79-foot height difference. Before this engineering marvel, boats had to pass through 11 time-consuming locks to move between waterways. Now, the Falkirk Wheel does it in just 5 minutes, using less energy than boiling 8 kettles of water. And the coolest part? It's perfectly balanced, meaning the wheel's weight stays the same whether it's carrying boats or not.
Pure physics in action.
Must-see moment. Hop on a boat tour that rides the wheel itself. It's like experiencing a real-life sci-fi invention. And finally, we're ending this list not with a building, but with the biggest science experiment on the planet. Meet the Large Hadron Collider, LHC, a 17-mile-long underground machine built to smash particles together at nearly the speed of light. Located in Switzerland, this massive scientific wonder is operated by CERN and was responsible for the discovery of the Higgs boson, aka the God particle. But here's where things get mind-blowing. Some people feared the LHC would create a black hole and swallow the Earth. Spoiler alert, we're still here. Today, it continues to unlock the secrets of the universe, from dark matter to the origins of everything. It's a real-life time machine for physics. Fun fact, even though the collider is underground, visitors can tour CERN's facility and see firsthand how scientists are literally reshaping our understanding of reality. And there you have it, 23 of the most incredible man-made wonders on Earth. Each one a testament to human ingenuity, passion, and creativity. Whether you're standing in the shadow of the Great Wall, marveling at the Taj Mahal's perfection, or gazing up at the towering Burj Khalifa, These sights remind us just how extraordinary our world truly is. From ancient temples to modern skyscrapers, these landmarks showcase the limitless creativity and ambition of humanity. Now, we want to hear from you. Which of these wonders is on your travel bucket list? Or have you visited any already? Drop a comment below and let us know. And if you love this journey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Voyago for more unforgettable travel adventures. Until next time, keep exploring